Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the next 3 months. Let's dive into it right away. We're going to start by pulling the symbols. This is going to give us a general idea of the theme. And also I'm going to pull a number for, as a month it's going to show up, but it's going to give us like a numerical idea about what's coming your way. And after that, I'm going to jump into your coffee cup. And at the end, we're going to pull some cards to get some clarity month by month. Okay. First, we have a firecracker, excitement. Would love to see that. Some exciting opportunity might be coming your way or an exciting event. We also have shield, bull, and love. These keep coming forward. So I feel like overall, there's maybe a planetary alignment happening for air signs. You need to defend yourself, shield, and also bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So if you're dealing with any kinds of situation, friendship, partnership, school, job, work, maybe even institutional situation that you're dealing with right now, and you're thinking, should I fight back? Seems like, yes, love will prevail. So fight back and do not back down. If this is something that maybe paperwork you need to collect and give it to some place and they're asking for more, go ahead and do that. It seems like it is eventually the things are going to, first of all, this is going to be an opportunity to bring excitement into your life. And the second thing is I feel like you're going to be victorious at the end of this thing. Okay. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. We're looking at the next 3 months energy. So this person might be someone who really wants to come and see you and talk to you. That's why maybe they're thinking about you. We have a caterpillar. Things will not always be like this way. A change is coming, which from caterpillar to the butterfly energy I feel here for you. Arrow, you're on the right path regarding some aspects of your life. By the way, I would like to mention this reading is intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Gemini. So if you have any of those in your chart, Moon side is, for example, our emotions. Maybe emotionally you're feeling like, oh, I should just surrender, let it go, or just give up on this dream that I have. Emotionally you're feeling that way. This is basically telling you gather up those emotions and go for the highest one, the excitement. Because it seems like you'll be fine. Whatever it is, a challenge in your life, you're going to be fine. Better than ever. Better than fine, actually. And by the way, if we have number 7 is July. This is the number of knowledge. So the more you know, the better you'll do. If you don't have access to it, start getting some access to that valuable information. Another thing is number 7 is a lucky number. So your luck is probably about to turn around as well. Okay. Let's see what's happening in your cup. By the way, if you're new here and if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and go ahead and hit subscribe, hype this video and support the channel. These are free ways to support it. Okay. I see there's a highway opening already within the first month, in the middle of the first month, and you might be opening, highway to the heaven. Or we have a full circle here. It can be a highway to a community that you're going to form. Okay, the people are going to help, or you're going to find the support that you need in this environment. Can be mental support, physical support, can be an environment that is going to maybe spiritual support as well. But also we have a chunk of money right there. So this can be an environment you're also going to get inspired to earn more too. Okay. When I look inside of your cup, I see there's a hermit. So this is spiritual growth opportunity. Can be a Virgo, which Gemini, we have the magician card in tarot, which actually has 2 signs on it, Virgo and Gemini. Magician is extremely powerful character when it comes to tarot. He's a one that gets things done. His energy is enough. He's thinking towards the things that he wants is enough for necessary components to come together that we see in front of him. I see that for you, maybe there is actually a moment of decision is necessary before you start to gather up all those necessary components in order to make your dreams come true. But it's all about maybe deciding exactly what you truly want. Okay. And go for the outcome, not for the means to the end. That's why I feel like you really need to tap into what's in your heart and decide what that is. That's going to be the first month's energy initially. This is not going to be the only thing, because I have here a beast talking to maybe an elf, kind of like I see a Yoda like character here. This is the beast that we have. The beast was, I was listening to somewhere, it's very accurate. And if you watch The Beauty and the Beast, Beast was actually a very intellectual man before he turned into a beast. He has a castle, wealthy. And when we look at the Gaston character, he's not like that. He actually makes fun of Belle time to time. So I feel like here, sometimes those beasts that we need to face, they have value, but this can be the beast that you have inside of you. Maybe you're not really embracing that. So the first month can also be about facing that beast. Okay, talking to them, understanding what that beast really wants. Another thing here is, it can be through someone who has knowledge, like the Yoda is the master. And when you connect with that too, I see there's clarity coming about the situation. Okay, before that, I see a cup, an offer coming in. So this advice might be coming in the format that I'm going to offer to you. Or this can be about a legal contract. This white paper can symbolize that. It can be about moving, because their pathways are opening. Maybe you're not really deciding on what to do in a situation. And beast can also be an obstacle in front of you, a person in front of you that you're dealing with being rude to you. And that's why maybe you shouldn't be backing down. But again, I feel even if the beast comes forth, you might be the Yoda here, that you eventually need to connect with that wiser self of yours. I feel like this is already speaking to you, but there's also another sound right there, someone laughing, maybe telling you that you cannot do that. This person is much bigger than you, or bigger in the financial sense, spiritual sense, physical sense. But it seems like that's just like a sound in the air. It's not something solid. It doesn't have a backing, okay? When you decide, the clarity, the sunshine comes to you in the format of, I see maybe even support, because you see all these little holes. They have people inside of it. I see a letter D here in one of them. Can be in one's first name, last name. I see a reversed K here. R, or maybe R, like Ronald, Daniel. These can be people who are going to be there to support you. I even see kind of like frog. This kind of reminds me of the frog poles, tadpoles, which are another symbol of abundance, because they multiply really fast. They grow really fast. So you might be really on the brink of discovering something of which is in abundance, in a good sense, in a positive sense, because another symbol, like a thing that frogs symbolize, are a leap forward. Okay, you might have many different things that when you attend to them, they can carry you forward in a really fast manner. All of them can be like actually your jumping ground that will leap you forward. Another thing I see, this is the second month energy. The third month, I see there's a crowd that you're going to find yourself in. It seems like a small crowd, but inside there's a star here, your wish fulfillment, your heart's desires coming forward through that. So this crowd can be representing, I feel like soul family. When I say soul family, you might actually think of it in the sense of the people that you know. But this can be like, even there's an environment that you get invited to without recognizing. There might be very important things that people are sharing there, which will change your perspective about life, okay? Because there's a pathway right away opening after that, which has a star on top of it as well. Star is the sign of wish fulfillment, your desires flowing to you. I'm going to dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, and desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. I already see here, I didn't intend this. This actually flow outside. A solution might be coming into a problem in a very unexpected way. And this can be also, like I said, if this is your sun sign, it can be overall general life, what's going on. If this is moon side, maybe emotionally, if there's something that you got stuck, it can be answered. If this is your Venus, it can be about relationships that you're having hard time. Seems like the solution is coming very soon, okay? Just be open to receiving it. And your desire coming really fast. And I see there are two people carrying 2 chunks of money, and there's an exchange happening. Maybe 2 chunks, let's say, not only money. There's a tears of joy coming from that too. I feel like this is like they have similar things, but one needs the another. So you're going to have an exchange. Maybe this is like, I was going to say bartering on exchange of like maybe clothing, I wanted to say, or furniture. Maybe you need like this kind of, there's something available to you that you need. You're thinking that you need to go out there and purchase it. You need the money for it. But I felt this energy of bartering. You might even exchange certain things that you are not really needing anymore with this thing. That's why I want to use that word. I see a bouquet of flowers. Kind of reminds me of a cornucopia here. You might start the first month with that abundance flowing into your life. Or maybe in the second or the third week, you might receive something which carries a lot of like resources. Another thing with the cornucopia is like it's like a little basket, like a pointy basket filled with fruits. So it can be representative of that kind of like joyful, tasteful things actually appearing in front of you. Okay, but the thing is though, it's a basket. Everything is inside of it, so you need to reach and take it out. And this is inside of your home, house, or your heart. So this is something that's already there, and reaching inside of it and pulling the things that you need requires maybe action. I don't think this requires permission though, but this might require in a sense of, we have a person here kind of like wearing a hat. I felt like horns first, maybe a Capricorn that you're dealing with, and you might ask for their permission initially in order to get that. Or maybe this is a person that you always ask for their permission to get what is yours, what belongs to you. Now it's time to say, you know what, this is mine already. I don't need your permission to operate this. I don't need your permission to use that. Maybe this is about making the decision, and then you're going to start to exchange that thing, okay, with others, and use it for your own benefit as well. Within the third month timeline, I see a snake here. Snake indicates change, waking up from, because the third month is going to be like the springtime we're going to be stepping in. So it's about waking up from your slumber and maybe waking your soul up and recognizing there are many different opportunities, good things are available to you, and reaching out for them. So you might get inspired. The universe doesn't speak like languages that we do. It speaks with symbols. So you might get opportunities, get invited to places. You might come across advertisements and such that will be exciting you when you think about it. If you have been saying no to most of the things for the last couple of years, this can be a time to start saying yes to those kind of like physical activities, moving, changing your body's location, okay? When it comes to tarot, I'm going to go month by month. We're going to look into the past effects and then the present and what future holds for us. With the explanation necessary, I'm going to pull some clarifiers, okay? Let's see. First month we have, this is the past effects. So it seems like maybe someone actually was confronting you in the past or asking for documentation, holding grudges, and doing everything in their power to maybe lower your energy or demanding things from you, okay? Because I felt it in the beginning from you, maybe it's something stressful that you have been going through because of someone actually creating unnecessary stressful situations for you, okay? So, but the thing is, in the moment, it seems like your intelligence, being truthful, reasonable, logical, understanding towards yourself and seeing through from their perspective. Maybe this person, that's the only thing, this situation, that's the only way they know how to handle things. That's why that's how they acted and affected them. But it seems like you're going to really take it in a very logical way in the present, and you're going to respond instead of reacting to this behavior. The positive part of it is Queen of Swords is your energy, your air, your logic. So it's not going to come really hard for you. It's going to be coming really easily for you to do that. But also, I want to show you the cup right here. This is her throne, but she has a cup right here. And we have a butterfly, a reset, and also there's an angel protecting her. So it's not only logic, but also know that you are spiritually protected as well, guided as well. Okay, not only logically you're making the right decisions, you're also being guided in those decisions too. Okay, even if it sounds logical, it doesn't sound etheric or supernatural. There are some supernatural forces affecting you, and also maybe transforming you in a way that you're gonna, even if this happens in the future, you're not going to take it too seriously. You're going to handle it very easily. The future is actually, we're going to interpret this in a positive way. Even if this situation trapped you, this is the end of it, okay? Even if you had like an illusion of entrapment, you're breaking free from that. Because you can see that this is actually, she was tied when she was little. That's why she thinks that she cannot break through these ties. However, because you got now older, more experienced, and your attitude about the situation has changed, now you can break free from these ties that you have around you. And I feel like in the future, you're going to overcome, if there's a heartbreak happen through this thing, you're going to overcome that very easily. You're going to defend your territory. You're going to defend yourself very well. And also, you're going to finalize the situation with a very good celebration. Like, this is actually the finish line. If this is like financial situation that you're going through, or it's like a love issue, you are going to see the big picture, and you're going to become the big picture. You're going to actually rule the big picture in your own benefit. Okay, you're going to decide this is what's going to happen, and then that's what's going to happen. Let's see what the second month's energy is. Or okay, you're starting the past. I told you there's a victory happening here, and it's going to be affecting your second month. You're going to start it with very positive energies. On the bottom, I see the Four of Wands again. So some of you might be even closing a dramatic cycle. Okay, can be relationships, can be logical situations, school, learning, knowledge, maybe that you're lacking. Now you have more of it. You're completing. In the second month, it's going to be closing down. In the moment, maybe you're closing the cycle, but maybe you're going to jump into a new one. But because the only thing you know is to take off everybody's responsibilities, or maybe if you have tendencies of micromanaging things, you might try to do that again. Okay, but 10 of Wands comes with a warning, and it says, okay, this might have worked for you, putting all the burden on your back, taking all the obligations and not asking for help, and pushing and trying to do everything, pushing through life basically. This comes with a warning and tells you that now you can ask for help. Now you can get help. Now you can ask for divine support and also physical support, and you will find it. Okay, that's why it's like a warning. You don't have to carry everything on your back. You can ask for guidance, spiritual help, or physical help. And we have the Seven of Wands again. You're coming a lot of fire energy here. It seems like the second month is going to be all about passion, and this is holding ground. You're getting the help that you need, and that will help you maybe even preserve what you're creating here. Yeah. Exactly, this is what I'm talking about. Three of Pentacles is teamwork makes the dream work. Even if you try to take care of this issue in your hand all by yourself, you will take care of it, but it will drain you out. You wouldn't enjoy it at the end of the day. That's why ask for help. This will actually empower you. You might even learn how to lead people in this kind of situation. They're going to be actually asking for your approval because you're the one who knows how to get things done. And this will also give you the power to deal with this kind of like, again, Five of Swords, this kind of shady energies as well. Because it's Five of Swords, I feel like, okay, you're going to be walking away from that kind of situations and people too, okay? You're not going to dwell on them like you have done in the first month here. I want to see something here. We had the Hermit with the Six of Wands here when it comes to your outcome of the future of the second month. So it seems like even when you are feeling frustrated that you have to defend everything, you have to be ready and everybody's checking out what you're doing, if you feel that way, Hermit suggests that go back into your meditation pillow or prayer rug if you have one, and connect with the divine, because the divine has the spiritual information that you need. You might find this very, if you're not a spiritual person, this can sound a little woo-woo, but the truth is, I do have, for example, a daily meditation practice. I do have prayer practice. And whenever I feel frustrated, that's the only thing can help me. I also advise with people, professionals too. So which one of those helping you? You human beings were social creatures. Even like the dogs and cats are social creatures. They socialize when they come each other and they come across each other. And they support each other in this kind of things too. Like they lick each other. I have all these cats. They just take care of each other. So we do need that as well. The thing is, either you connect with the higher power or human power. Doesn't matter. It seems like that's going to bring you clarity and victory. If you can't do that, it is, and Gemini, you are a social one as well as an air sign. It will be helpful for you. Okay, keep that in mind. This is not a forceful thing. This is just a suggestion. Keep that in mind. It seems like that's internal questioning, or maybe helping someone asking you the right questions will lead you to victory. Okay, let's see the third month's energy now. We have the Chariot. It seems like, yeah, this victory is going to affect your third month. You're going to start it with forward momentum, overcoming obstacles, full force galloping towards your highest desires, and get inspired for the new things. And it seems like in the present moment, the third month, you're going to be really content, feel gratitude, your wishes are going to fulfill. So even if you're going through anything, for sure, within the third month, it seems like it's all aligning and working out. Even if it doesn't seem like, oh, the second month, okay, it started very well, but then I got stumbled onto something, but then it started getting better. Seems like though, the third month is the time that you're going to see progress. You're going to see positive results, and the future of it is you're going to actually gain a lot of strength, confidence, confirmation, and also it will even give you courage in order to go ahead and do other things. Okay, maybe if there's a project in your hand that you're feeling discouraged because it requires a lot of things, you don't have the necessary stuff to do it, or at work maybe you're dealing with really frustrating situations and the people. Overall though, when you keep going, this is a learning experience for you, Gemini. Wheel of Fortune is massive change coming, and I feel like the more strength you have, the more you realize and learn with the knowledge on July the 7th, number 7, you will start changing things around. 7 here, 7 of Cups tells me this is the positive side. You're going to have a lot of options in your hand, and you're going to start planning for a better future for yourself. Okay, so overall, it's a very good, seems like, outcome for you. Now I'm going to pull some cards. This is going to give us a direction from Akashic Tarot, which is not a regular tarot. It has like different meanings and such. So let's pull one. So I'm going to get some help from the guidebook. The rose is, from I remember, is actually kind of like a cups energy, not 100%. There are 2 of cups kind of energy here, 2 of roses. Winged messengers. There are messengers showing up here to bring some advice. And I feel like it's going to be filled with love. So even if you're not really paying attention to simple messages coming to you, I feel like this is also an advice for you to just, start opening your ears and eyes and or maybe other senses. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. Okay. It could involve you and another or others in your extended family. There could be money issues about the home, inheritance, or personal finances. The dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see this little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in the situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates the more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit's high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. And I feel here, I told you that it's coming something, you're starting something like that. With the 5 of Swords, you're starting with like maybe someone's negative energy, okay? But this is a growth opportunity, because at the end of the day, it doesn't last forever. It comes with a victory, ends with a victory. It brings you a lot of options, wish fulfillment, and happiness. It can even open up doors for you to manifest those wishes. Okay? So if this challenge comes, do not run away from it, back away from it. Go straight forward. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. It seems like you're going to resolve it. Maybe you're going to benefit from it. Because what we have here, there's a family home on the background. Maybe you do have a family home and there's actually a discussion. Who's going to get that? Who's going to take care of that? I don't want to take care of the expenses, someone says to you, but I don't want to leave it either. Maybe you are actually going through this kind of drama right now. And I feel like at the end of the day, you're going to have the home, the castle right here with the Four of Wands energy. But you're going to also see the true face of some people, how you should be talking to others, or some people, they ask for things but they don't really have the resilience to pursue them. This will give you clarity about their personalities and your personality as well, how strong you are, that you have capacity to go get everything that you desire. Okay, let's see your life coaching. We have an old soul. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. So this can be also spiritual guidance coming to you. Pull energies from those past lives or other people's experiences. Okay, you can look, because we cannot live 300 years as of right now, as of today. But you can look at someone who lived 100 years ago and what they have been through, if they have been through such similar things. And we have biographies, autobiographies from the past. You can take some examples from it if you don't believe in the past lives, okay? Because it's something is kind of like not even past life anymore. I feel like it's like, I believe in parallel realities. Everything's happening at the same time. So we can say maybe somebody else's life story can be very helpful for you. This is your affirmation. I accept I cannot save everyone. I choose to have those who are open to assistance. This is also a very good affirmation for you. So this can also be someone that you're allowing to do what they are doing. But this can also be coming to you as an advice. Become aware. Okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to leave some more videos for you to enjoy. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.